Hi guys, a very good morning. My name is Ronald Makusha, and let's talk about the evil of Professor Jonathan Moyo in the politics, in the media, in the government of Zimbabwe. We are going to continue to expose Professor Jonathan Moyo on a daily basis. Why? He's a man who is trying to control our destiny. He's a man who is trying to control how the politics of Zimbabwe should run, how the opposition politics in Zimbabwe should go. And we have a mandate to make sure that we protect what belongs to us, that is the future, that is the politics, and the freedoms of Zimbabwe. In the year 2000, a man called Professor Jonathan Moyo went at the Monomotapa Hotel, Padenga Pamsoro, and he went on to dismantle That is the legacy of Jonathan Moyo, a man with history of making sure that he destroys everything. He went on Papa Capitol and Papa Monopotapa building and he dismantled everything. That's Jonathan Moyo for you. So this is somebody who we can't trust, somebody who we cannot trust with anything. That is his legacy. And today, he wants to tell us how to run politics, how to do politics. While he destroyed everything, the media freedoms in Zimbabwe, he destroyed it. He is the man behind IPA. He is the man behind POSA. Right now, the same laws were just adjusted to suit the narrative or the needs of the regime. And if you go to MOPA, all what is in MOPA is something which Jonathan Moyo developed years ago. So when you see Citizens Coalition for Change being denied access to a rally, it's not because of anybody else. It's because of Jonathan Moyo. It's because of Jonathan Moyo, a man who destroyed everything. A man who made sure that the Zimbabwean broadcasting department or the media, the private media part of government of Zimbabwe is not working. So, pese pamurikuona pachinzi Chamisa arambidzwa kuita rally, the man behind all those laws is Jonathan Moyo. What they did right now is just to polish them. They just polished these laws. But who is the architect? It's Jonathan Moyo. So it's pathetic. If I think about that issue of 2000, you can actually see that what was happening in 2000, the opposition was under attack in the year 2000. And Jonathan Moyo was on the forefront. Kutokwira kadara nemanza katikwira padenga katanurai ndiripo. This was a minister going kunoti katanurai ndiripo, dismantling Capital FM. Why? Capital FM was a private radio station which was sending the truth to the people. Let's go fast forward to 2008. 2008 ndandakura Studio 7 yairovesa isitakairohwerwa isu ini ndakairohwerwa ine Studio 7 not kuti hanzi zvekuti ndakaimenyerwa to Studio 7 ini. Why? Tatine kamwe radio kakane light rari light rine radio. And what happened is that Studio 7 yaitangana 7 every day, 7 paitangana on the show, I think na 7 p.m. every day. Tatine light rarine radio no bataenda kumombe tiri kumusha, and tatakateerera that light ndokubva taonekwa, ndokubva tatiza usiku hwacho, taaridzirwa muridzobva tatiza, ndokubva tabatwa mangwana acho zvikanzi ndimi wakomana imi, tikarohwa tikadhindwa. We were going to kuchigayo patakabatwa tikarohwa tichirohwerwa kuteerera Studio 7. So taizviignore zvichinzi studio 7 inorovesa titi hatorohwana adiko, but takarohwa. So I want to tell you this. This is what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. In 2008, we were beaten because of listening to Studio 7. I am a victim of that. I was beaten for actually listening to Studio 7. Our light was destroyed. Light radio. And we were left with nothing. Why? Because Jonathan Moyo made sure that people were supposed to suffer. People were not supposed to listen to Studio 7. Because Studio 7 was telling people the truth, was giving people updates. Zvaitika kwamtoko, zvaitika kunyanyadzi, zvaitika kupi. Everything was put on one place in all languages. That is Shona and Ndebele in English. Which means everybody could actually access Studio 7. So you don't tell us anything about Jonathan Moyo. I've seen a lot of people coming to defend Jonathan Moyo. Msadaro Jonathan Moyo. Msataura mchidaro kuna Jonathan Moyo. To hell. Honestly speaking, if you want to defend Jonathan Moyo, come here live. Request to come here live. Don't come to my inbox to tell me nonsense about Jonathan Moyo. Please don't. Why? I am a victim. I was beaten myself because of listening to Studio 7. And right now, I ask the question, what we were listening to Studio 7 then and what we are listening to Studio 7 today, there's no difference. So why was I beaten? What law did they use to ban Studio 7? Studio 7 was broadcasting the truth of what was happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. Studio 7 was there for the people who were tired of propaganda. Ukaenda paredio waingonzwa rambai makashinga mi murambe makashinga every day, every time. Then somebody will come and say, hey, Jonathan Moyo is a saint. A man who went on top of a building to dismantle transmitters of a radio station, a licensed, authorized radio station, is Jonathan Moyo. So why should we take lessons from Jonathan Moyo, a man who destroyed the opposition for years? This is a man who was active, who actively participated in everything the government of Zimbabwe was doing. This is a man now trying to tell us how to run things, how to do politics, and a lot of people are expecting us to listen to that man. I'm not willing, I'm not prepared. Myself, if I'm given an opportunity to go and work under Jonathan Moyo in the same ministry, I will turn down that job. I will not take that job. I won't be led by Jonathan Moyo as my boss. I will not take that job. Myself, I will not call Jonathan Moyo boss. I won't. It's better for me not to have a job than to go and actually submit under Jonathan Moyo. Because he will corrupt me, he will tell me all sorts of nonsense, he will teach me nonsense. He will change my ways of thinking. He will change my behavior and my character. So he is not somebody we cannot take lightly. He destroyed the freedoms of the media freedoms in the nation of Zimbabwe. And that is what is important, because information is very, very important. So if you go to anywhere, information is critical. Information is important. Without information, there is no society which can survive. That is the reason why, if you go to the history, people used the fire to communicate. They would use drums to communicate. They would use whistles to communicate. It's because information is very important. You need to tell your parents or your relatives quite a namo, quite a chi, or quita wondo. They use the several means to communicate. And right now, we have Jonathan Moyo, who participated in the destruction of media freedoms in the nation of Zimbabwe. We have him coming to tell us how to operate, what to say, and what to do. We are not going to bow down to that. So Team Zimbabwe, this is it. I have exposed what I wanted today. I have shown you Jonathan Moyo dismantled Capital FM transmitters in 2000, which were on the top of Monomotapa Hotel. Jonathan Moyo personally went there. Is he the person we should trust? Definitely not. There are people without limbs, people who can't work for their families anymore, people who are now relying on help from other people, people who are now disabled because Jonathan Moyo went in to sanitize the evil of Mugabe's regime. He was there to sanitize the regime, talking good about the regime, while the regime was doing bad to the people. If we are to tell anything good about Jonathan Moyo right now, are those people going to have their limbs back? No. Are they going to have their hands back? No. Are they going to have the capability and ability to work for their kids and their children? No. What is being done right now to make sure that those families are being taken care of? Nothing. And somebody will come to tell us, hey, respect Jonathan Moyo, hey, call him with his titles, he's a professor. Hey, what, a professor of what? Of doom. He's a professor of doom. Why should we call him professor? Professor for what? Basically, how can a professor behave like a grade zero? A grade zero is even better. The kids I see at ECD are even better than Jonathan Moyo's way of thinking. So why should I call him a professor? So Jonathan Moyo is somebody with who just have certificates but is not educated, because his behavior says so. We expect to see professors thinking with their heads, making sure that they think before they do anything. Right now he's hiding in Kenya. Why is he running away? Why? So we will continue to come and address Jonathan Moyo. As long as he continues to attack the leadership of Citizens Coalition for Change, we will continue to come here and also retaliate. We are not going to stop. So if anybody talks to Jonathan Moyo, if you are a friend of Jonathan Moyo, please stop coming to my inbox to tell me what to say. Come on this platform and defend him. Tutanga uvurana mafaira ezvaakaita. Utiudze wewe kuti chakaita chakanaka ndechipi. That is what we can do. This platform is free for everybody. If you want to come here, come. If you feel good, you are ZANU-PF enough to come and defend your fathers and your papas, come here and defend them. This platform is for everybody. What I don't want is for you to come to my inbox and try to lecture me how to address Jonathan Moyo, because I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to insult you. If you come to my inbox with Jonathan Moyo's issue or with these oppressors' issues, trying to tell me how to do it or how to run it, I'm going to insult you. Definitely, I will insult you, and I'll continue to do so. If you continue, I will publicly come here, place your number on the screen and insult you more. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring your chats here on the screen and insult you more, because we cannot have people who defend evil. A lot of young people are being used by ZANU-PF. A lot of people are being brainwashed by ZANU-PF, because the people like Jonathan Moyo were making sure that you get false information. Yes, they wanted people to get false information. That is the reason why you saw young people beating up opposition people in 2008. And that they want it to happen again. We are not going to allow that. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your support. Please like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe, and also turn on the notification bell.